Shout, okay, shout out to all the consistent tribe members here. But I must especially salute Judith and Lucy for joining very, very early. Mm, I'm sharing my screen again. Okay, I'm sure you can see my screen, right? I'm sure you can. If you can see my screen and you can see the slide for today, just type S1, 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 S1. Okay, like I was saying, um, I'm an advocate for goal setting, and I've seen goal setting work for me several times. I've seen goal setting work for me several times. So I will just shoot. I will not waste so much time. We'll just continue. Okay, so now you know what? It's only we are in the new year, right? It's only a foolish person that that keeps doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Only a foolish person, and I want to believe that there are no foolish persons in this room. Please, I said you should turn off your video. iPhone Vic, turn off your video. It's distracting. Divine Blessing, turn off your video. It is distracting. Please turn off your video, Divine Blessing. Turn off your video. Anyone whose video is on, turn off your video. I beg you. Thank you. So you have to, before you even want to, the first step, Seth, before you say you want to set goals for the new year, or last, if you've not set your goals already, if you've not, the first step is to ask yourself, what happened in the last year, and why didn't some things work? For me, I told you that I achieved 89% of my goals. So what happened to the 11%? I asked myself questions too. I asked questions. So I'm going to be using some terms that I want you to please understand. I'll be using some terms that I want you to please understand here. So we are looking at why didn't 2025 work? I know some of us are here and we have put our goals together for last year, and at some point some things did not work out, and maybe we didn't ask those questions and we went to set new goals. It's not, see, you don't have to sweep things under the carpet. It's to ask yourself questions. If you know you want a better year, this year you want it to be better than last year, you have to ask some questions. You have to do some reflection exercises. Okay, so I'm going to be addressing some things, some factors. Maybe due to it, I talk to people a lot, and I also see things around me. So there are some factors that I've discovered that makes it possible for us makes it impossible for us to achieve our goals. The first one is the God will do it fallacy. The God will do it fallacy. Some people just sit down, God will do it. It's true. Nobody said me. In fact, I love God so much. I believe in God. I'm a believer. If you even check it, when we started the goal set, the class, we prayed. I love God so much. But you see, prayer is the engine, but it is not a replacement for planning. See, the Bible says that God blesses the works of our hands and not our emptiness. God blesses the works of our hands and not our emptiness. So some people just sit down and they will do nothing, and they will say, God will do it, God will do it, God, and they will relax. That's a lazy prayer. That's a lazy prayer. God will do it, God will do it. They will relax. They will not do anything about planning. The next one is the village people paranoia. Some people, they're blaming external forces, saying, my stepmother is doing me. It is good for you to take. I'm not saying that some of those forces do not exist, but some people sit down and they do nothing and they start to blame every other person but themselves. They don't blame themselves, so nothing is wrong with them. It's always this one that is happening. It's always forces around them that is doing them. So sometimes sometimes these goals may not work because you are blaming external forces. All right, so it's good for us to take Just know that this is your habit, that you are supposed to be responsible for whatever happens to you. The next one is the Japa distraction. I'm sure a couple of us know that. I know you are in Nigeria. Well, but let me not assume. If you know you are in Nigeria at the moment, type N. Let me see you drop an N in the chat box. If you are in Nigeria at the moment, type N. And if you want to jackpot, type J. If you know you want, I can imagine the number of people that want to leave this country. If you know you want to jackpot, in fact, type, if you are in Nigeria, type N. If you want to jackpot, type J. So I want to see N and J together. NJ, NJ. Let me just see. I need to read these comments. I cannot wait to laugh. Hey, God have mercy. Someone said, okay, N, J. Okay. This person has typed NJ 5 times. She really wants to jackpot. She's in Nigeria, but she wants to jackpot like is 200%. She's already out of Nigeria. Let me just put it that way. All right. So yes, some people will just stay. They are waiting to leave the to go out of the country, and you see them. They don't get to do any other thing. They just stay just focused on I want to leave the country and nothing more. They pause on their dreams, pause on the skills they're supposed to be learning, and they just say no, I want to travel out of the country, and they will do nothing about it. Nothing. So waiting to leave stops you from leaving. So that's not how it's supposed to be, right? So these are some factors that made some people not to achieve their goals for last year. All right. There are other factors as we go further. I'm going to share. So now let me tell you something. See, there are two people in life. We have the strategist and the drifter. Please, after I'm done analyzing these two people, you will tell me which one you are. Truthfully, maybe you don't need to even tell me. You just sit down and just check it, analyze, and know for yourself who you are truly. So we have the strategist and we have the drifter. Please, I want you to go to the group. If anybody's asking questions in the group, help me drop whatever they're asking. Maybe if it's the link, just drop it there and all that. So yes, let me continue. So we have the strategist and we have the drifter. Now, the strategist, they are both living in Nigeria. They are both in the same environment. But this strategist wakes up at 5 a.m., does his personal devotion, his quiet time, spends 1 hour daily learning a high income skill, saves 20% of income in stable currency. This one is the strategist. The second one is the drifter. Drifter wakes up 7 a.m. and starts feeling behind. Then when drifter is going to work, drifter is scrolling through social media. No prayer for wisdom, nothing. Drifter just wakes up in a rush, takes her bath, and she's headed to work. She starts to scroll through social media. Maybe when she's scrolling through social media, she will not remember that, hey, I've not prayed though. She will not pray smart and say, God, bless me. I'm tired of this work. Bless me. She will just say it casually, or she might even say it with seriousness. But that one is the drifter, right? And look at the strategies. So please, you want to think and know which one do you fall under. Let me say something. If you check the slide very well, success is the lagging measure of your daily habits. If you want to know someone that would be successful in the next 5 years, in the next 1 year, check the person's daily habits. Show me your routine, and I will tell you how your December is going to look like. Just show me your routine, and I will tell you what your December is going to look like. We are just 3 days gone into January, right? So look at your daily schedule. This is where your future is written. Now, are you building a capacity, or are you just waiting for a breakthrough? Like the strategist, you can check very well. Look at the three activities that person is engaged in, and look at the drifter. They are not doing the same thing. Let's continue. Now, when I was preparing for this class, I was just checking Nigeria. I was checking the things around Nigeria and how much is exchange rate, inflation rate, the gross domestic product growth. I was just checking all these things about Nigeria. The truth is, I will not say that Nigeria is perfect. I will not say that Nigeria is the best. I will not say that Nigeria is very conducive for us right now, right? Nigeria has its own issues. Nigeria has our own issues, but there are people that are still cashing out in Nigeria. I'm sure you would agree with me, right? Right? So now I want you to move from being reactive to being proactive. I want you to, if at all you have been a drifter all your life, let's say maybe you were ignorant or you allowed your emotions to have the best of you. Let's assume that though. Let's assume it. Now you have seen the strategist, right? Now looking at this reality now, we know things are expensive in the market. We know that power supply is epileptic. We know that the rate of kidnap is high, though something is already happening. Thank God for that. We know all of these things are already happening. But what are we going to do differently? There are some things that we cannot change, and there are things that we can change. You want to ask yourself, what are the things I can change and the ones I cannot change, right? So it's good for you to accept reality, to stop being a victim of it. All right, so that's is even going to help you with your personal planning. So you can't play football with basketball rules. So you must understand Nigerian economy of this year so you can win within it and stop waiting for 2015 rates. Some people I've been with some people. They keep say, hey, those good old days. Well, it's good for you to remember what was working those days. But then again, you want to move forward, right? Some will just say, how we used to do it those days. Those days. Oh yeah, what about now? The future is ahead of you. You can, if you want to drive, if you are driving, of course, you cannot be looking at the rear view. You'll be looking forward now so that you don't have an accident, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to ask you questions very soon. Now, Nigeria, right? This is Nigeria. What is your escape velocity? What are those things that you can do right now, looking at the economy of Nigeria? If you live in Lagos, looking at the traffic situation, if you live in anywhere, any part of Nigeria, some people that want to jackpot, it's okay to go and search for greener pastures. But it's not okay for you. What is not okay is for you to sit down and you're waiting for, hey, God, when you sit down and you are taking all your energy. It's good to do things with passion, right? But you now stay and you channel all your energy to jackpot. If it's not working, you are angry. You are just there. You are stuck. No. How about you acquiring some skills? So that even when the jackpot thing finally works out, you are traveling as an asset and not a liability. Now, I was just checking. I was doing some research, looking at what works for us in Nigeria, because whether you like it or not, some people are cashing out in Nigeria, whether you like it or not. Some people are not affected by whatever is happening right now, whether you like it or not. And the Bible even says it, that as Christians, I don't know whether we have Christians here, but for people that understand the Bible says that when others say there is a casting down, we shall say there's a lifting up. See, there's a new wave. There's a new wave that is coming. In fact, it's already here. Ever since COVID happened, the economy, things are shifting. People are sitting down in their houses and they are cashing out. So I was just checking. I was doing some research, and I discovered some things. We have the no-code revolution. See, you can build apps and sites without years of coding. You can even do some research. We have Bubble, we have Webflow. You can build apps without years of coding. Someone say, no be goal setting class I come. Which one be coding again, which they mention? I'm saying these things because you want to look inwards and plan your goals very well. I don't want anybody to set goals and be feeling discouraged and be feeling tired and be feeling overwhelmed. You want to check Nigeria, check the system and know what works. right? So these are opportunities that you can be presented with. Another one is you can see we have another new wave that is coming is data analytics, right? You can help businesses survive by interpreting their numbers. Well, let me even leave that one aside. You can do remote work. These are the things that can help you to escape whatever the economy is saying or the economy is not saying and all that. It might take some time, but as we go further, you will understand what I'm trying to say. So, see, ever since COVID happened, the internet is an oil well, and you have the drill in your pocket. I'm teaching us right now to move from being reactive to proactive. Sorry, yes, from being reactive to proactive, right? So there are other things you can do, but I'm not giving an example. I'm giving that there are opportunities for us instead of us complaining. The digital economy is your way out. You can earn a CEO salary from your bedroom if you have the right global skill, right? So this one is talking about some will just stay and be looking for government jobs and all that. See, there are sites like that strategist, for example. If you know his story, I was checking and just imagine a person who she is going to work, but every day he spends 1 hour learning a high income skill. That one is like a side hustle for him. You cannot compare him with the one that is a drifter, that is always staying online and scrolling TikTok endlessly, spending money on data and not even learning anything at all that would upskill that person. No, I'll come back to that. So now let me come to this part. I don't know what your why is. A couple of us, when general, please, if you know you are still following me, type F. You are still following me. In fact, drop what you have gotten so far. Even if it is one thing. Is it that you type F or you drop something that you've gotten so far? If you are still following me, so that I'm not the only one talking. Drop an F if you are still following me. Okay. All right. See, I want you to treat your new year as your apprenticeship year. Treat this new year like you are serving your future self. If you see this picture, well, the picture did not really do justice to what I'm trying to say. But just imagine, okay, so this young boy now is serving his master. This young boy is serving his master, right? Or let me even liken it to a young lady who goes to learn hairdressing. I know Onyinye is here. Onyinye is in school, but there was a time, but she knows how to also make hair. There's a time that she went to learn hairdressing. She wasn't collecting salary, right? I'm sure that when she started learning that hairdressing, she will sweep the shop, you will wash towels. When your madam is making hair, you will stand there and watch. Madam is not paying you, but you are serving today for a settlement tomorrow, right? See, you must have that apprentice mindset. You must say no to small things now for big things later. For big things later. See, this January, many of us might be so filled with motivation. I'm so motivated. Oh my God, it's a new year. You'll be hearing things like New Year resolution. Oh God, this is a new year, my year of open doors. And you set goals out of excitement or out of motivation. Maybe you've heard one, aspire to perspire, inspire to retire. All of those, you've heard all of those things, and you are charged in your spirit. Please mute your mic when you join turn off your video when you join. You are fired up in your spirit. So say, oh my God, I cannot wait. Oh, this is a new year. You didn't even go back and ask questions about the previous goals that you set, why they did not even work out, so that you will know how to avoid not making that mistake again. But you were so excited, you just started again, say it's a fresh year, it's a new year, new level. You now set new goals for yourself. After January, the goals set, you don't know where you even keep them. I am not talking to people to do that here. See, You must have an apprentice mindset towards your goal. You must say no to small things now for big things later. You must be disciplined. Discipline is doing what needs to be done when you don't want to do it. Today, I was listening to one of my coaches, and one of the things that she was telling us how to reset for the new year. One of the things that she said is, you must have a vision. You must be looking at, see, your why. Why did you set those goals? Those why must be very, very strong. Must be very, very strong. So you must see your goals like, I'm paying the price today for a better tomorrow. You may not see the result almost immediately. That's an apprentice mindset. So let me continue. Okay, this did not show the way I wanted it. So yes, it didn't show. So we have the 4-pillar strategy, right? We have the 4-pillar strategy. Sorry, give me a minute. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, yeah, it's correct now. Okay. Oh, no problem. I can't find it. But this 4-pillar strategy is talking about the areas. There are different areas that you should set goals, right? But me, I don't want you to set too much goals that will stress you or overwhelm you. So I had to cite an example from 3 John 2. It says, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So one of the 4-pillar strategy is you having your spiritual goals intact, right? Having a spiritual goal. The other one is having your financial goal. Another one is having your intellectual goal. And yes, I mentioned like 3. Then the last one is maybe having your health goals. There are many other areas you can set goals, right? But I'll come back to that much later. Okay. So these goals that you are trying to set, you might want to break them into quarterly goals. You might want to break them. You might say from January to March, I want to focus on acquiring new skill and establishing my prayer habits. Then you say, I want to build the capacity first. From April to maybe June or July, then you start to put yourself out there. After you have already established, after you have gotten that skill, you start putting yourself out there, applying for a job. You start the side hustle, and you also leave your mind open to rejection. Then the other quarter of the year, you want to look at what is working and do more of it. You want to also check what failed and refine your strategy, right? You want to push hard to finish strong. That's a part of it. I'm coming. Just come with me, right? So let me continue with this, and I will quickly tell you a more practical ways you can set your goals, and you can ask me your questions, right? So you have to overcome the giant. So you see, we have what they call anxiety. Some people say that they're already nervous. It's January and they are nervous. The truth is that anxiety, as it is right now, you have to be sound to even achieve whatever goal that you are setting. Anxiety should not even stand on the way. It's just a signal, and it tells you that you are carrying a burden that belongs to God. So you don't have to put worry. Instead, you should turn your worry to prayer. Turn that worry into prayer. Instead of saying, what if I fail? Ask yourself, say, even if I fail, God is with me. Every pang of worry, turn it into a specific prayer for wisdom and provision. And the truth is, some people start checking online, looking at people that are posting things that they want you to see. See, do you know, since I stopped comparing myself with people online, when something happened to me, Holy Spirit used that to teach me something. So was it 4 years ago? One side of my eye was swollen, and for a long time it refused to go. It was just swollen to an extent, but it was not very obvious. But somehow, if I don't wear makeup, you will know that that part is swollen. And that 4 years ago, I used to do videos. I will pay a visit to my sister. She will make me up, and I'll start creating videos. I was trying to put myself out there. That was 4, 5 years ago. But I had that swollen around my eyes at that time. But makeup was covering it. So when she was done with the makeup one of those days, I began to take pictures. I was turning the angle. I turned to the angle where that swelling was not noticed, and I was taking pictures. And people were telling me, "Oh, this picture is so fine." Immediately, the Holy Spirit whispered to me that, see, people will only show you what they want you to see. That is why you should not go and be spending your whole life on social media and comparing yourself. And comparing yourself. They will only show you what they want you to see. See, there's so much fake out there. You don't have to go out there and be living your life on social media or comparing yourself with people that, oh, this one, oh, things are working for her. Or maybe you're not married and maybe you have this old schoolmate that has gotten married, and you're already feeling like, oh my God, why is my own different? Why is my own different? See, you have the right to protect your peace and stay in your lane. Now you say this is a goal setting class. Why am I saying this? I have come to understand that Isaiah 12 verse 3 says that with joy you shall draw out of the well of salvation. Many of you did not achieve your goals because of anxiety last year, fear of the unknown. There are other factors I'm not even mentioning right now. You have to protect your peace so that you will be proactive and not reactive, so that you can get the result that you are looking for. You have to protect. See, with joy, you will draw out of the well of salvation. How do you want to be creative? How do you want to be innovative when you are always comparing yourself with people or worrying? Please, you have to overcome these giants so that you don't set goals that will make you feel discouraged or overwhelm you. You don't need such right now. So you are not a victim of the economy. You are the architect of your own destiny, and the ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Seriously, the ball is in your court. Now, let me also share something. There are still many more factors why goals fail. Some people's goals fail because they try to build in isolation. Please don't write on my screen. They try to build in isolation. No man is an island. Who is writing on my screen, Biko? Okay. See, without a community or accountability, you will quit when it gets hard. You will quit when it gets hard. It is beyond motivation. It's beyond feeling good. I beg you, if you know that you really want to achieve your goals this year, find a community of like minds and join so that you will also be accountable. All right? So that you'll be accountable. I've seen this community thing work several times. It has worked several times for me. I belong to communities that are helping me to grow as well. Another thing I want to say is why some goals fail again is jumping from one trend to another without mastering any. See, if you want your goals to work this year, you must focus. The Bible says it that if our eyes are single, our whole body will be filled with light. You must be focused this year. You must be focused. Do you know what focus means? Focus means following one course until successful. Your eyes must be single. You must really know what you want and be focused. Stay on that thing until you get it. If it's that skill you want to learn, stay on it until you get it. Stay on it until you get it. Another one is setting vague goals. Setting vague goals. Please avoid goals like I want to be successful. Avoid those kind of goals. Instead of saying I want to be successful, you can say I want to earn 500,000 naira monthly from UI/UX design by the end of December 2026. Stop setting vague goals. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Stop setting vague goals. Please, if you know you're still following me, go and drop in the comment section why you think your goals failed last year based on what we are talking about now. Maybe if I've addressed your own matter, drop it in the group there. Drop it on the chat box. I want to read from you before we continue. If I've addressed your own reason why, if you know that somehow I've mentioned you have noticed that it's like my goal failed because I built in isolation, or because I did not focus, or because I set goals that were too vague. Drop it in the comment section. I want to read before we continue. Drop it in the comment section. I want to read from you, please. We are dealing with human beings, right? We are not robots. So someone said loss of motivation and focus. I hope you're not trying to impress me. Drop what you know. Drop what you think is correct. Someone said she wasn't being realistic last year and she was not focused. I like that. Someone said she wasn't accountable. You see, you have to come to that point of realizing it first so that you will know what to do differently this year. Someone said she lacked focus. Amazing. Amazing. See, I want to read from you. Drop more responses so that we can continue. All right. So yes, you see that these things are true and they happen. So now, there's something about the micro-win method. This one actually blessed me when I was checking it. I want to beg you. Another way you can, now, because you don't want overwhelming goals and you want to really achieve your goals for this year, break a big goal into stupidly small. Mark the phrase, stupidly small. Break big goals into stupidly small daily actions. If it still feels hard, then it is still too big. If it feels hard, then it is still too big. For example, let's say you have your financial goals. Instead of saying you will save 1 million naira, why not say I will save 3,000 naira every single day? Instead of just saying I will save 1 million naira, okay, fine. You can even say I will save 1 million naira before the end of December, right? Then the action is what you will now break down. Like this, break that big goals into daily action. How do you want to go about this? Maybe you want to have that piggy, what they call that piggy bank, and be dropping a certain amount of money every day. It means you have to audit your spending habits. It means you have to start putting a certain amount, maybe every week or every day, and stick to it. Whether you like it or not, success is a compilation of your daily habits. Your daily actions matter, right? So that's a financial goal now. You want to, instead of saying just save 1 million naira, or I want to be rich, or I want to have money. That is so vague. That is so useless. That is so unrealistic. It doesn't make any sense. There's no basics for that one. So you can just mention the amount and you can break it down. This rule is very, very important. Break a big goal into stupidly small daily actions. Daily action. I even wrote something down here. Now, let's say another example I want to give. Some people say, I want to learn tech. See, a bad goal is you saying, I want to learn tech. You want to learn tech. How? Instead of saying, I want to learn tech, you can break it down, right? Now, this person is saying she wants to learn data science, which is beautiful, right? Now, break it down to every day for 15 minutes, you're going to be watching a tutorial on that particular skill. Every day, just 15 minutes. It will not kill you. 15 minutes. You are watching that. You're not making it look big. Every day, 15 minutes. Whether you are commuting or after your personal devotion, you are watching. Another one, for example, now let's say for your health goals, You want for your just one goal, don't make it too complex. For health goal, for example, you are saying you want to lose 10 kg, right? 10 kg, which is beautiful. They're not saying that goal is bad though, but they're saying you want to lose 10 kg. How? The actionable steps. You say, okay, I will walk for 20 minutes after dinner. As simple as that. As simple as that. You're not saying you will wait till after 1 week. You now walk for 5 hours after dinner. That might be unrealistic. As simple as that and nothing more. Just imagine, very simple. Please, everybody write in the comment section. Say, I will break a big goal into stupidly small daily actions. Mark the word daily. Mark the word daily. Write it in the comment section. Say, I will break my big goal into stupidly small daily actions. Put it there in the comment section. I'm going somewhere. Please drop it. If you are following me, drop it. We are not setting overwhelming goals. Me, I'm not even going to give you that framework of saying SMART goals. I know how to teach that one, but I don't want anybody to be overwhelmed. Drop it. I want to read your comments. Drop it. Beautiful. But see now, mark the word daily. I'm not seeing daily there. I'm not seeing daily there. Good. I like what Favor said. I will break my big goal into small daily actions. Stupidly small actions. Daily actions. Awesome. Mark the word daily. Success is see, your daily habits culminate into success. For real. I will show you how to put structure in place as we go further. I know how to teach set smart goals. I know how to teach all those ones, but me, I'm only saying just follow this framework today. Break a big goal into stupidly small daily actions. Mark the word daily. Very important. Now, I'll come to, okay, so now we have vision board. See, let me share something with you. All these things we are saying, you can say them and you see, I'm teaching you now. You're saying, oh my God, oh, true. I need to do better this year. This is a new year. I must do better. This class is motivating me. Please, don't be motivated. Be disciplined. And I'm showing you what you can do differently. Don't worry, I'll show you how you can set up a structure that is, I have a personal structure I will share with you that you will know how to be disciplined about it. See, you need to be disciplined. Whether you feel like it or not, you have to be disciplined. Discipline is the way of champions and kings. Discipline can mark you for the top, for life. So, for me last year, see, one of the things I did last year, when I set my goals, I like to put them in different variations. It will shock you that I'm still putting my goals together. I'm not even done. I'm just using this week to put my structure together. I'm not even done because I've not done my vision board for this year. The one I still have is the one of last year on my phone. See, you have to see what you see, you become. What you see, you become. Let me tell you one thing that relates to this vision board before we go further. So before, I was someone that I didn't understand my triggers. Let's say I knew how to absorb bad news. For example, maybe I see the news of somebody's death online. I will not carry my phone and go and dig deeper to search for that person, start searching, just for the person's face to be registered in my subconscious. I'll not be saying, hey, yeah, oh my God, why did this person die? Oh my God. Hey, yeah, I'm checking the person's life history, checking the person's children, what killed the person. When I'm now done, I must have spent like 20 to 50 minutes checking and soaking myself with that person's face and everything. Then when I go to bed, I'll start to see that person in my dream. I'll start feeling scared. But as I began to grow, I told myself that, okay, the person has already died. What will I do differently? Will I bring the person back to life? I'll be so touched. I'll feel bad. But I'm trying to tell you that what you see has a way of becoming a reality or playing out in your head. So instead of you see, even the Bible says it in I think is it First Corinthians 3 verse 18 or 16. It says, as we behold in a glass, we are transformed from one level of glory to another. As we behold, what you keep seeing, to an extent, you become it. You become it. That's why even if you write your goals on paper, which is also going to make your goals tangible, also see how you can put pictures. See how you can put pictures. A vision board is very important. It will not overwhelm you. Don't put too much. Don't put too much. Now, how can you create a vision board? Because you need it for your goals. How can you create a vision board? Find images that represent your the pillars you are setting goals on. Is it your spiritual life, your financial life, your intellectual life, and maybe your friendship and whatever? Find images that represent the 4 pillars. If you know how to use Canva very well, you can even go and search for vision board on Canva and see how to edit and put pictures you want to put. Put it where you see it first thing every morning. I would always recommend your phone wallpaper. Your phone wallpaper. I have mine on my phone. Now, me, I'm not a Canva fan, but I know how to use InShot app very well. So I can just use the collage version of InShot app and get the pictures from the internet and put them together. Don't make it too bulky. Just put the pictures together and you're good to go. For example, my last year's vision board, to the glory of God, is only one that did not come to pass. And that's one, I asked myself question, why didn't it happen? It didn't happen because I answered the question. Yes. And I know what went wrong. See, when you set your goals, when you set the goals in the 4 areas, let's say your spiritual life, your financial life, your personal development life, anything you're doing, when you set these goals, get pictures. Then, like I said, put them together, maybe make it your wallpaper or put them on your bedroom wall. Very, very important. I'm coming. So, yes, that's for your vision board. You need a vision board. And like I said, I'll go back to this formula again. I'm not telling you to set too much goals for this year. Just have one personal goal. Let me share one of my goals with you that I set for this year. You know, the one that is always first and that is always central is my spiritual goal. What I said was, I want to see my small goal. It's not a small goal anyway. I said I want to build intimacy with the Holy Spirit. That is the goal. Now, what's the actionable step now? I said every day. I said I'll wake up every day by 1 a.m. I would commune with the Holy Spirit. I will pray in tongues for 1 hour. Then I will use the other hour to study my Bible, to study the Word of God. That's just what I wrote there. And I said every day, not every Friday, but I said every day. I will use 1 hour. Now, I'm not saying that you should do 2 hours like me, because you don't even know whether I have been doing 1 hour before. And I said I was going to increase it. If you know you've not done before, you can start with 15 minutes, 30 minutes. But like I said, mark the word stupidly small daily actions. Break a big goal into stupidly small daily actions. So an extent that I had to go and create a devotional on intimacy with the Holy Spirit, personally for that reason. So please, you don't need too much thing to bug you. As long as you can break them into stupidly small daily actions, you are good to go. Don't forget to create a vision board, very important. So this structure, I like it, but I'm going to read the one I just pasted. So My vision board is not yet ready, but my structure for my this year is ready. I'll read it to you. This is one of it. This is not my structure for, but this one is just a sample, right? This is a sample. For example, this person wakes up in the morning and does prayer and studies the word of God for 1 hour. Then the person takes another 1 hour, 30 minutes to learn high income skill. Let me tell you, if you don't know what deep work is, go and learn it. That's where focus comes in. Go and Google what deep work is. Google what deep work is. If it is 1 hour without distraction, without pressing your phone, deep work does magic. It does magic. Then let's say from 8 to 5 p.m., you are focused on your primary job or business. Then from 6 to 8 p.m., you are reading, you are listening to podcasts, you are networking. Then from 9 p.m. to 10 a.m., sorry, to 10 p.m., you are planning for tomorrow and you are sleeping. This is beautiful. But let me read the one that I have as my own main structure. Just listen to me. We are almost wrapping up the class. Then you can ask me your questions for 20 minutes and we are done. Now, look at my structure. Like, I'm reading it to you. Please pay attention. Because, see, don't forget, success is what you do daily. It is your routine. It is your routine. Who you are is your routine. Routine is a daily action. I said every day, by the grace of God, that I was going to sleep by 10 minutes to 9 every day. Every day, whether I'm doing anything or not, I must shut down and go to bed by 10 minutes to 9. Then I said, the next thing I said, I was going to wake up every 1 a.m. for my personal and quiet time with God. Do you know why I said I will sleep early? So that I can wake up at that time and do my personal devotion. But I must have slept for like 4 hours. Then do my personal devotion. Then, yes, I'll do for 2 hours. Then in my mentorship group, we normally have prayer meeting from 3 a.m. to 3:30. I will join that prayer meeting. After then, I'll go to bed by 3:40 a.m. Well, I'm not working for anybody. I don't go to work every day. I stay in my house and I work. So this one is for me. You must not adopt it. You must create your own structure. Then I said, I'll wake up by 7 a.m. I planned this structure because I have a baby that is like 7 months old. So I know when he wakes up and when he sleeps back and all that. So I said I'll wake up by 7 a.m. and I will listen to audios while I'm doing chores. I'm fond of that. Some say they don't have time, but you can. Some of you have this Bluetooth device, this earpod. You can be listening to something and be doing your chores. People that are highly successful, some of them are working out and they are reading audio books. Their minds are already charged before the day. They are listening to worship songs. They are listening to things that are elevating their spirit, building their mind. So now I'm saying that every 7 a.m. when I wake up, I'll do my chores, cook, take care of my son and all. But I'm listening to something while doing all of those things. Then I said, when I'm done, by that 10 a.m., most of the time he goes to bed after you have taken care of him. When he wakes up, he eats his food, he goes back to sleep. So I said by that 10 a.m., I will now practice 2 hours of deep work. 2 hours of deep work. When I'm now done, then I'll have 4 hours. 4 hours of chatting, replying mails, posting classes. See, that structure. Taking 4 hours, 3 hours. Oh, I'll have 3 hours. Now I'm not choking my structure too much. I'll have 4 hours of chatting, replying mails, posting classes, and maybe replying messages that I've missed, something like that. Then I will now take a nap. Because this year I learned last year that one of my shortcomings was I wasn't sleeping. For you not to be sleeping, do you think is a proof of hard work? Let me tell you, nobody will give you an award for being the most stressed person. No. You will not get an award for being the most stressed person. Nobody gets an award for being the most over. It's not a badge of honor. Stress is not a badge of honor in any way. So yes, I said I will take a nap. Then I said, okay, after that nap, then maybe I'll do some things around the house. Then I'll still come back for a 1 hour task. not really deep work, but 1 hour tasks. Maybe I need to plan content for the next day or whatever. I'll just do something around that 1 hour. Then I'll plan for the next day and close again. So this is just a typical example of my structure. Now, this one on this slide is not the same thing with the one I wrote here because it does not even have 3 hours. I've learned how not to choke my day. I am learning that one. I've learned it the hard way. See, as you grow older, you will understand that activity is not productivity. Activity is not productivity in any way as you grow older. Okay, I'm seeing some responses. Thank you. Rest is made for man. But yes, there's a thin line between saying you want to rest and being lazy, right? But truly, rest is good to have time for rest. Nobody gives you an award for being the most stressed person. No, no. So it's good to have 3 hours in whatever you're planning. Have 3 hours. Have hours that you can rest and do other things. And please, napping is good though. It's not napping I'm still learning. But one of the things that I've learned this year that I'm already implementing with my full chest is sleeping. Before, I wake up by 2 and I will join my mentorship prayer and I will not sleep again. I'll be awake. Oh, then in the afternoon, I'll start acting up. I'll start feeling cranky. I'll start feeling a bit overwhelmed. See, sleep is good for you. But then again, know when to draw the line. Even your nap can be 30 minutes in the afternoon. But that sleep, at least do 7 hours. You can cut it. You can do 4 hours first and do another 3 hours again later before dawn. Very, very important. So that's my structure. And one of the things I want you to understand about structure is, see, how you spend your first few hours of the day matters. Please don't wake up and start pressing your phone. The spiritual controls the physical. Life is 100% spiritual. Ensure that your first 2 hours of the day or your first 1 hour of the day is devoted to God. Ensure that. Very important. Very, very important. You say, what if you've not hit your target for the day? Okay, I love this, your beautiful question. See, you have to plan yourself. Plan yourself. Plan it. Because you need to be sane. Plan it. I think there's a room for planning. That's what I'm saying. That deep work, there's a place for deep work where you invest your time without any distraction. You keep your phone, keep your gadget, and say, "I'll see." And some of us we know how to do the simple things first. There's a book by Brian Tracy. I'm thinking that my mentorship group should read that book again this coming year. I'm going to list the books we are going to be reading this year. And I might just need to include that eat that frog. Sometimes start with the hardest, in fact, all the time. Start with that particular task that you may likely procrastinate. I've come to realize, psychologically, I've come to understand that when you wake up in the morning, somehow a couple of us are very productive. See, you have high mental energy at that time. Do the tasks that you may likely procrastinate. Those tasks that you may likely procrastinate, do them before you now go. In fact, when you wake up every day, see, plan your day before the next day. When I was mentioning my structure, I mentioned it here now that I plan for the next day. I'm always having my pen and book. I'm always writing see, many of us have so many things on our head. We don't know how to declutter. There are times where all these things are on your head and you don't know how to see. Sometimes you carry them and write them on your book. When you write them, start asking questions. Which one is more important? Which one is urgent? Which one is... Ask questions. Learn to carry things from your head and put on paper. Then you start to align them according to their importance. So it's very important for you to do the ones that you may likely procrastinate on first. I think I am done with today's class so that you can... Our time is already fast spent. Right? So yes, stop. Some stay and they plan throughout the year. They keep talking and they don't do. Please stop planning, start doing. When you plan, you start to do what you have planned. Find your tribe. Find your tribe. I have come to understand the power of a community. I have come to understand the power of community. They hold you accountable. No man is an island though. Find your tribe. That thing you want to do. like-minded people that you can join. See, that's why if you see the parable of the broom, broom, you have to get a bunch of sticks and put them together and tie them for them to sweep. You cannot, there's a difference between using one stick of broom, one broomstick to sweep, and using a bunch to sweep. They're not the same thing. Find your tribe. Be in the midst of people going somewhere. All right, so that you can be accountable. And let me tell you, if you're a young person here and you don't belong to, nobody talks to you, you're not under any mentorship, you are just on your own, you are saying you want to practice what you have learned so far, or you want to be on your own, that is your business. So some people don't know how, they don't like instruction. They want to be themselves, and it's fine. If you like it that way, it's okay for you. But the truth is, for you to go far, for you to go really, really, really far, you need a community. You need mentorship. You need people you need like-minded people. You need to be accountable. You need to be accountable. Me, I'm talking to you. I'm also very accountable. I have a mentor. I have coaches. In fact, I paid to be in mentorship. Just of recent, I paid to be in a parenting class. It's mentorship. And we are reading books. We are buying books for the month. We are attending webinars. And I paid for it. It's not free. It's mentorship. I want to be in the community of like-minded people that understand parenting in a certain way. I want to parent well. I want to know how to be a parent in a different dimension. And I can get books and be reading on my own. I can go and be watching YouTube videos on my own. But I said, no, let me go and pay and join this community. I want to network. I want to follow a particular calendar. I want to be held accountable. We have a book review committee in that particular parenting community, and they will sanction you if you don't read. You must buy their books and read. You must join webinars. If you don't join, they will be in your DM and ask you what is happening. When I wanted to grow on LinkedIn, by the grace of God, one of my goals for last year was to really grow on LinkedIn. I don't have 1 million followers on LinkedIn, but I used to have 80 people, 80 followers. But by December, I was celebrating 1,500 and something followers already. Do you know what I did differently? I joined a free LinkedIn challenge, first of all. Then I paid for another LinkedIn challenge, 50K, just to grow, just to understand LinkedIn very well. I joined a community. You cannot be an island. See, I don't know whether there's this parable that I want to give you right now, but let me stop here. If you have questions for me, you want to raise your hand up, and let's take your questions. I will unmute you. You will unmute your mic and speak, but you must raise your hand up first. I'll take questions for the next 10 minutes. If you have questions, if you want to use the chat box, you can type your questions. If you don't have a question and you want to say something, you can still use the chat box, or you unmute your mic. Or you raise your hand up, and I will call you. I'm waiting for anyone who has a question to ask me. Any question for me? Have you learned something today? Because my mentees are going to show me their goals. They are going to show me their goals. I did not give you SMART framework this time around, but you show me your goals in those 4 pillars: financial, first of all, spiritual, intellectual, financial, and I think health goals. Then you can set goals in other areas, maybe career goals and the likes, right? So I want to see any question for me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, ma.
Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you so much for your talk, for your advice, for your motivational. It has been so much interest, mind blowing. But the
You're
question now
welcome,
is
ma.
that my own is I used to set goals and I work with it, but when it gets to certain extent, so many things creeping, and I just discover that I leave it behind again. I start following another goal and I start following other things. As in so many, that is something good too. So maybe after like 2, 3 months, I'll discover that I have left my schedule, my plans, and all of that. So it's not that consistency. How do I really work on the consistency issue, ma?
Okay. Thank you so much for asking that question. So what I'm going to say is, at some point too, I must admit that some things happen along the line. Some things you did not plan for. So as you go on, some things happen along the line. But truly, you must know your compelling why. Like I said, me, when I set my goals in different ways. I write down my goals. I have my goals on my Google Doc. I have my goals displayed. I have this what's it called? This cabinet where I have what's it called? Sticky notes where I write down my goals. I paste them there so that I can be seeing them. I have my goals in my on my vision board. So even if some other things, some mundane things tries to distract me, I still know how to go back to my goals, looking at where I've pasted all of them. And in my mentorship group, we have goals review Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I get to tell them to review their goals. Some of them pretend, and some of them I catch them. So I think that I must admit that life can happen. We are human beings, and some things that you did not plan for can happen. But the truth is, you must still know your compelling why. It's good to write down your goals. Write down those goals, like I said, like you said, you normally like write down your goals. You must and don't make them bulky. Don't make your goals too bulky. Take it one step at a time. Don't make them too bulky. So write down these goals. Put them where you can see them so that you're not distracted. I don't know that I've answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. So any more question, please? Okay, please. Okay, Infinix hand is up. Okay, please, you can speak, Infinix. And what's your name, Infinix? Please tell us your full name as you speak. Thank you.
Can you
Yes,
hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Yes, ma, I can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, ma'am. My name is Afoke Precious.
Uh-uh. Okay.
I've been following this your talk, and it's really, really interesting and inciting. Like anyone that misses this particular evening really missed a lot. So I want
Thank
to
you.
God bless you for bringing this to us, even on a
By
very
the way, she's
free.
my sister. Oh, welcome, my sister. Continue.
Thank you, mom. So I want to say, um, God bless you for teaching us this. You even taught us for free. A lot of persons we request for huge amount for just this lessons, and it's huge. It's not something that you can just get anywhere. So God bless you
Thank
for
you.
these lessons today. So I want to ask a question. You said setting of goals, and the way it was explained, goals are something that we for example, I will say 12 to 6, which means if you have plans of doing stuffs from that 12 to 6, you cannot remove 4 and you cannot remove 5. You need 4 to get 5 and you need 5 to get 6. We have 12 months in a year. And how can these goals work for someone that is working in a firm or a job that takes their time from 2 p.m. till the next day, or
Okay.
takes time? Because I remember the job I did last year. That job, there was no time for me. I go to work from 1, and then the distance of where I'm staying, I go to work from 1 just for me to get there at least before 3. You understand? So if I will get to
Mm,
my workplace, I will start to work, let's say from 4, sometimes from that 3:30. Then I'm working till daybreak. And then
okay.
there's no time to even sleep. I think the only thing I was able to even do those period was even to pray. Like I was, because one thing with workspaces is that you need to be very, very prayerful to actually be in some places. Like mentally, you need prayer to actually maintain your mental health. So I was lucky to actually take that goal of mine of praying, saying my rosary before I go back to work. But I was not able to achieve anything while doing that
Mm,
work, just doing the work. So how best can those goals be set that it can fit into that time range without
okay.
breaking, like without breaking someone completely, because it really broke me down completely and I didn't achieve
Ah,
anything.
okay. So it means that you didn't have any break at all. Whenever you get to work, you work throughout. Is that what you mean?
I walk through when I get to if I'm to leave the house by 1, let's say 1 or 2, so I can meet up at work before 4. You understand? There's no
Okay.
break. Then I'm to work and I work daybreak. I
Mm,
work till daybreak.
I
So there
can
was no
imagine.
time.
I can
I
imagine.
even it was really hectic. And then maybe work can close around 4 a.m. or if we're lucky enough 3 a.m. If we're not lucky 4 or 5 a.m. So before I renounce
Okay.
sleep, let me close my eyes. And this thing you said about sleep is very, very important. You
Mm-hmm.
are really right,
Mm-hmm.
100%, because lack of sleep can't help the brain to focus. It's just like when they
Yes.
say
Yes. Now.
your body needs little sugar, or
Mm-hmm.
they'll tell you if you're having typhoid, try taking Sprite, something like that. Your
Mm-hmm.
body needs
Mm-hmm.
sleep to function properly. It
Yes.
needs
Very
rest for
important.
your mind.
Yes.
Yes, it needs rest for your mind to be able to function properly. So how
Mm.
best can we schedule points? Because this year I'm telling myself any work I need to do have to be something that my goals can be achieved while I'm doing it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to break down on someone's
Mm.
job. Just like getting them
I
rich,
get
making
it.
myself poor.
I get
Getting
it.
them rich and making myself poor, because that is me making myself poor. No
Yes.
achievement, nothing. And then you still get your salary and burn them on transport and no rest at all. And then health issues. So how best can we be able to fix our goals inside tight schedules that it doesn't break us down and we're able to,
Okay.
able to
So
achieve
what I have
it?
to thank you for that question. Thank you. And this is also the sad reality of many people. What I would say is that it's actually not that place not a good that place is not. I know that sometimes conditions can make people to accept those kind of jobs. I understand. And yes, you will not say because of this you cannot do it. I know you just see it as okay, that place is I'm only there for a short time, right? But then again, when there
Yes.
is a will, there is a way. When there is a will, there is a way. So what I would say is one of the things I've discovered, some people will say, "Oh, I don't have time," but when they now come back, they start pressing their phone. I will say that any opportunity you have, use it to sleep. Keep your phone, and maybe when you are even going to work, I don't know whether you are able to do anything productive when you are going to work, because there is this pastor, and I really learned from this pastor. He said when he was in oil and gas, that he used to commute 4 hours to work, 4 hours coming back. So he said, and he leaves the house very early. He said he made that 4 hours commuting time his prayer time, and sometimes his reading time. Sometimes he takes courses, but he mentioned prayer. He said he sees himself is that he prayed for 8 hours. So he will do 4 hours going, 4 hours coming. So that he doesn't miss out on anything. So that when he knows that when he's at work, he's at work. But when he's commuting, he's praying or he's doing another thing that would add to him. So I think that when there is a will, there's a way. And see, the way I put my structure, you may not put your own, you just look for what works for you. Like me, I organize my structure based on the fact that I am a nursing mother and I'm a remote worker, right? And I don't even have a help in my house. I also work. I do house chores. I cook, but not every day, right? So you want to check it. You want to sit down and plan and check what works for me. And whenever you know that you don't have time to sleep after your work, try and keep your phone. Sometimes people still see themselves pressing their phones, and before you know, they've pressed phone for 1 hour, and before you know, you will not have just 2 hours to sleep, or sleep will not they will not feel like sleeping anymore. So I think any chance you have to sleep, sleep. If when you are commuting, when you are coming back, I'm not saying you should sleep and forget your bus stop. I might not encourage sleep when you are commuting, but you can sleep at any opportunity. Because if you want to press your phone, so let me reply this chat. You just schedule everything. Let me do what works for you. Sit down and check structure. And that kind of job is not something that someone should do for a long time. So why you are even working, doing that kind of job, you are looking for better opportunities so that you don't stay there for a long time too. So did I answer your question?
Yes, yes, you did. Thank you,
Mm,
ma'am.
you're welcome. So any
Thank you.
other question before we wrap up? We have just 4 minutes more to 8:30. Any question? Who wants to say something based on the class that they've attended? So now is it that you know how to set your goals now? Is it that you will set your goals? And please, about finding your tribe. If you want to join the consistent tribe, it is free. But then again, when I say consistent, check it. Check it. When I say we value consistency, and I'm very big. Let me even check whether all my mentees are in this call, because I will take them out of the group if I'm not here. I don't take nonsense in my group. Oh, I do not take nonsense. So if you want to join, you might want to the form. Goodness, put the form link so that they can know what consistent tribe is about. We are loving. I might be saying I don't take nonsense, but the truth is of course, I'm available for people who want to grow. Some people will say some people see, it's not about motivation. If you want to grow, if you know that you want to be consistent, just in fact, the form will just look at the form link. It will do justice to whatever I'm saying. I'm not saying and speaking too much on this. If you want, find your tribe, be in a community that can hold you accountable. Only a foolish person will be doing the same thing the same way and be expecting different results. If you know that last year you struggled with accountability, tell yourself that this year will be different. You might want to try mentorship group. Maybe you have a mentorship group somewhere. Maybe you have it, or you left because you could not comply to the instructions. You might want to go and join back that mentorship group. Or maybe you want to, okay, so you want to learn a particular skill and you don't even know how to go about it. Please start with going to join a tribe that kind of skill can be obtainable. Go and join a tribe if possible, so that from there you'll be able to you'll be like minds, you'll be sharing ideas and you'll be motivated. Please let me see if there are any questions here so that I can take, but we're already done with our class. Okay, what if, okay, Oluwashola, did I answer your question? Did I answer your question, Oluwashola? I think I did. So the form link has been dropped. So if you know that you want to be a part of the consistent tribe, say, but not fully. Maybe you were not paying attention. Anyway, maybe you want to reach out to me one-on-one and we'll talk about it much later. But I think I answered your question. Maybe you didn't pay attention, or maybe you wanted me to say a particular answer and I did not say it. So you might just reach out to me and we'll talk about it more. Our time is already up. Me, I also I treasure time. It's already 8:30 and by 9 I should be on bed already. So please, the action points, drop your action points, please. Everybody drop your action points. Let me know what your action points are after this class. Will you go and set your structure? Will you go and set your goals and make them very realistic? What will you do differently? Will you go and join a tribe so that you will be held accountable? Just drop what you will do differently. I want to see so that I know that I didn't waste my time. Was it worth your data? Was it worth your time? I want to see your responses, please. I want to see your responses. Divine Blessing is not here, right? I'm not seeing Divine Blessing here. Okay. Miracle, she's not here. Which miracle is this? Is it Aquarando miracle? I'm marking attendance, so I'm not joking. Someone should do goodness, do a screenshot for me. Do a screenshot for me. This is the end of the class. All right, so if you do not have any question, someone said she will set structures, she will break down her big goals into small daily actions. Okay, you are here. I will break my goals into daily small actions. Please mark the word daily. Mark the word daily. It's not, see, let me leave you with this. I see consistency is the way of champions. And I don't fear the person who just practiced 1,000 kick at once. I fear the one who practiced one kick, who has practiced one kick for 1,000 times. For 1,000, okay, you have a tribe, beautiful. So make sure you are committed to that tribe, okay? Be committed to that tribe. Be committed. Some of us can have a tribe and you're not committed. They don't know that we are not accountable. Please find who you'll be accountable to. Very, very important. And the link has been dropped. If you know you are interested, you can fill the form and be a part of, and you will pass through one other screening process and be a part of the consistent tribe. And it is free, like I said. All right, thank you so much for your time. And I wish you an impactful and productive 2026. Consistency is the way of champions. All the consistent tribe members, submit your structure. You're submitting your goals and your structure by tomorrow evening. Your goals and your structure by tomorrow evening. And if you have more questions, you can ask me. Thank you so much for your time. And I appreciate your time and the energy. Thank you, Favor, for your kind words. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful evening and happy Sunday tomorrow. Mm.